Well, blessed people, today is Sunday, 23rd November, 2300 hours. Sunday, 23rd of November, 23 hours, 2025. And today the Lord Almighty has spoken to me very, very seriously about this land. There is a big famine that is coming to the land. There is a very, very severe famine that is coming to the land. I knew that this would happen. I knew very well in the year 2023, I knew that this was going to happen when I went to Bomet and commanded heaven to open. And I saw that Kenya did not show appreciation. I knew the Lord answered. I knew the Lord was going to come back and shut heaven over the land. I know him very well. I know Jehovah. You can tell I know God the Father very well right now. I knew he was going to respond by shutting heaven and cause the nation to need me. So today the Lord has shown me in a dream an unbelievable famine coming to the land. Let me describe to you the details of the famine. In that conversation, the Lord showed me very little flour. It looks more like wheat. I think it was even wheat flour. I don't know whether it was really ugali flour or wheat flour. It looks like very little ugali or wheat flour. And that ugali or wheat flour was being cooked. They decided that let one woman cook it. Let one woman cook that ugali, doll it. And she cooked it, and the ugali was at the bottom of the pan. At the bottom of the pan, probably 5 centimeters or 10 centimeters away from the bottom of the pan. And then there were so many people. What the Lord does, I don't know whether you understand how by now you know how the Lord speaks with his prophets. He lined me up there also to wait for that ugali. And so as we lined up with our plates, but the plates we had were very narrow strips, not your normal plate. It was a narrow strip smaller than your cell phone, almost half the size of your cell phone. And each of us had that boat design like a boat, smaller than half the cell phone. And we were moving in the line, anxious. Each one is panicking whether they will get anything at all. And so as we advanced, it was getting finished. She was cutting from the bottom of the pan and giving someone, and then she would cut off. Once she places it on the plate, on your small narrow piece of plate, she would cut off a piece again and serve the person next to you because there was shortage. It would not fit all people. And we were very hungry. We were longing for just a bite, just a little bite, that we may survive and not die. So when I reached also my turn for her to serve me, she served me, and then she cut a very small piece. And I grumbled, like everybody else grumbled, why have you given me smaller than so-and-so? I also grumbled. And so a little piece was cut. A small piece was cut and placed on my plate. And I felt that this is not going to be enough. So it was so hurtful to move away. So she said, move. Move away. Next people are waiting. There is not enough. And then the ugali got finished while the majority of the people were still fully in the line out there. And it was very difficult to explain to them that ugali is finished. But it was really being cut from the bottom of the pan. So it was like a little crust. You know the way you cook ugali and then a crust remains after you've served. That's what was happening down there. And then people were in anxiousness, anguish, everyone panicking. Now we panicked. We trembled. And then I woke up. So I understood that the Lord is announcing that there is going to be a historic famine that is going to come to this land. Severest famine is coming to this country. And I knew that very well. Everybody knew, even who saw what happened in 2023, they knew that, the Lord will answer this, it will be bad. When we opened heaven, it met. in the height of drought, the smell of death in the land. Animals were being, water was being taken to them in the national parks and grass and so forth. Now, the Lord has announced today there is a severe famine coming to the land. And that normally would mean that there will be a drought. That means the Lord will shut the heavens and there will be a drought. And I know that Kenya will look for me, that you will look for me. But from I can tell we're too busy with other nations to give them the opportunity, to give them a chance. So this is very serious right now. The Lord Almighty is announcing that there is a greatest famine, historic famine, coming to the land of Kenya. A serious distress coming to this land, famine. And you know, famine is not like a war whereby you can stop the gun and then the distress ends. Famine is not like a political angle where you can now design peace, talk them, reconcile them, and everything ends. Famine now depends on rain. And rain can only come from Jehovah, my God, my sender, Yahweh, my friend. The one whom I call in the cloud and he comes. So that's now the Ottoman. You can't write a resolution saying there be rain, not at all. You would have to go to the prophet of the rain to save the land. That's the moment where all jokes can end now. People are dying now. Now you have faced the truth. And so very serious, blessed people. This is the official release of this warning that there is a severe famine. Blessed are those nations, the Lord speak to them and warn them before time so they can prepare. In Egypt, they prepared for 7 years. And then the next 7 years were unbelievable. The first 7 years of plenty saved Israel, saved Egypt, saved the world. So there is a serious famine in Kenya, a serious famine. Lack of food is coming to Kenya. You know, lack of food is humiliating. In this day and age, it's humiliation. It's humiliation. And that means the Lord is calling for repentance also in this land. For a long time, we've called this country to repentance. The country has not repented. So this is the really official saying to this land and warning that there is famine coming. Serious famine is coming to the land. The Messiah is coming. The Messiah, he is coming. And at this hour, the Lord is asking for repentance. Remember, the Lord spoke in the book of Matthew chapter 24. If you read it through up to verse 7 and beyond, he says there will be famines and earthquakes in various places. So this is absolutely consistent with the times, with the announcement of the coming of the Messiah. The Lord is demanding for honor to his servants. Thank you.